Hey, grandson.
Hi, Papa. Guess what?
What?
I think I could do your job.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, well, let me see. Handle it.
You're watching The Golden Voice Show with me, the man with the golden voice. Ted Williams with you.
It's the golden voice, golden
That's
voice.
right.
It's the golden voice. Show.
That's right. Hi, everybody, and thanks so much for joining me for another episode of The Golden Voice Show. Great lineup for you, and I've got a lot of great things to talk about in both social media, great social media news. We don't hear it all the time, but I've got some great social media news, and I've got a very special guest, very dear to my heart, very much to me, period, that I want to introduce you to. I've got social media shout outs. I'm even going to roll a few clips of My Truth Will Set You Free. And speaking of which, I've got a couple truths I want to let set me free. So you're going to have a great time with me today. And again, thank you so much for inspiring comments that you make and those invigorating comments that you make. Keep them coming. I love them, okay? I love doing this show. That's why I love them so much. Well, it's time now for social media news, and I might add, great social media news. Now, there was a gentleman that had a huge fro. I mean, 19-inch afro. Kyran Mosi is his name. What he did was he cut it off. And a lot of people were worried that, who's going to, after you've grown hair that big and that perfect and all, cut it off. But you know what? Someone offered him $38,000 to cut his afro off, and he did so. What? And by doing so, that $38,000 he donated to cancer research and to help people who are fighting that dangerous disease of cancer. Now, I want to say that's a great gesture, a godly gesture, and kudos to my man. I mean, you don't hear that every day where young kids cut off their hair to help somebody who's suffering from cancer. So it was a great story. I wanted to share that with you. $38,000 he raised to cut his big-ass fro off. Hey, I was downtown in Columbus in the Brewery District, or should I say Short North area, having a great time, and I tried initially to get one person to play the game, but the group of them all wanted to assemble together, don't leave out the rest, so I decided to do so. Listen, you'll see.
Oh my God, it's the Golden Voice! Oh my God!
Hey, how you doing? From Columbus, Ohio, and having a great time here, greeting and meeting people as I normally do. Hey! I love y'all. Come on over here.
I'm coming!
What's up, guys?
Ted, I remember your story. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well.
Are you doing well? I love it.
Yes, ma'am. And how are you?
That's Zach.
And what's your name?
My name's Stacy. Oh, so glad to see you out and about. I love it. Love it.
Zachary, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, here we go. What's your name?
My name's Austin.
Austin? Okay, you ready? Just say, you're watching The Golden Voice Show with Ted Williams.
The Golden Voice
You're
Show?
watching The Golden Voice Show with Ted Williams.
You're watching The Golden Voice Show with Ted Williams.
My man, I love you, man. Take a picture, man. Come
Take a
on,
picture.
mother.
Get away. No. I want a picture.
No, yeah. He wants... Talking about the voice. Come here.
Wait.
Hey, we having a ball here downtown. It's June. And I'm with the lovely Terry
Ohio
Whitlow,
State!
y'all.
Happy
I
Juneteenth!
love
Yes!
Come on, Zane.
Are
you ready? Let's hit it.
You're watching The Golden Voice Show with Ted Williams.
You're watching The Golden Voice Show with
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams. The Golden Voice.
Say it
From
again.
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, all right. That was from our bride-to-be. We'll be back with more. Let me see if I can get me the picture. They're crazy, and I love it. The more they get crazy, the better the show is, or the better laughs that I get. And all I wanted her to say was, as you know, say The Golden Voice Show. All I'm going to say is, when you're drunk, Lord have mercy. When I was growing up, kids got smacked in the mouth if you were disrespectful to a parent. Times have changed. Parents don't do that very much anymore. And here's my story. This 18-year-old girl who lived right down there, my mother pretty much helped raise at one time. She turned 18, thought she could just tell my mother anything. So my mother was coming down the steps, and she was coming behind my mother now. And somehow she decided to go ahead on and smart mouth my mother. My mother turned around and smacked the hell out of her. And she grabbed my mother, and then she tried to grab my mother like this and stuck her 2 fingers in my mother's mouth and my mother bit the crap out of her fingers. She ended up screaming, running to her mother. Her mother came out, and I thought it was going to be Wild Wild West. I didn't know what to think. And so she felt like she could go to her mother, and her mother would come out and, battle my mom. But in the process of my mom smacking her, and for the reasons that she did, nothing like that happened. Because she told my mother, kiss my ass. And you just don't say that to nobody's mama. And so in the process, while my mother was beating her, I was kicking her and trying to get my little funky off, because she was somebody who used to always tease me. They used to call me Herman the Monster. You guys remember Herman the Monster? Well, she was one of the people that would say, look at Teddy looking like Lurch on the Addams Family. Or I really hated this Frankenberry cereal. Why would they call, or Mac the Knight, the moon of McDonald's? I ain't like that, and she was one of the girls that did that. So when my mama was whipping her ass, I'd kick her and, I'd get a little punch in every now and then. Well, her mama came out to jump on my mama, and her mother didn't do that because she smart talked. So she ended up getting a whipping from not only her mom, but my mom kicked her ass. And I bet you she didn't say too much of calling me Frankenberry and Frankenstein and all kind of terrible names they used to call me, Herman the Monster. They'd be like, Herman! And I guess I was supposed to say, well, yeah, what you want? Shit, I didn't play that. Well, anyway, she got her butt wet. That's my funny story. Herman the Monster, the nerve of them when they was looking like buckwheat. Anyway, that was my funny story. In just a few minutes, I'm going to do my shout-outs to all my supporting friends, family, and friends and family. Like, ooh, Ted's family. No, my friends, my fans, and my followers. I love you very much, and I thank you so much. So we're going to do, right now, I want to do a big social media shout-out to Sean Drawn. Sean's like, what the hell are you laughing at? It's really Sean Drawn. My man Ted, glad to see you happy and doing you. Continue to get us up, 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 and on our way. This is Big Crunch, your #1 fan. Sean Drawn. Sean, you a bad boy. It's the Sean Drawn Show. I like that. Hey, I want to say, Lawana Clark Owens, the show is good. You laugh a lot. It made me laugh too. Girl, I'm liable to laugh at anything. Don't get me started. And that's a good thing. Reader's Digest said so. Okay, laughter keeps it going. And, hey, I got a laugh story too a little bit from now. Okay, hey, Ted, I send my regards from Argentina to all my family in Argentina. I love you. ¿Cómo está? And that's from Jorge Martinez de Betancourt. No hable español. No, I'm just teasing. No comprende. I love you in Argentina. You got to say that with a little bit of swag. Argentina, I'd love to meet me Argentinian women. Or a Cuban woman. I love you. Thank you so much, Jorge. And tell all the people in Argentina, the Golden Voice says hello. As I mentioned, I have a surprise guest I want you to meet. Somebody who's very near and dear to my heart, and I love him dearly, and you'll love him too after you get a chance to meet him. Hey, you know how I play The Truth Will Set You Free, my game show, The Truth Will Set You Free. I ask various questions, and this time, coming up, I'm going to tell a truth story that hopefully, and it will, set me free. So, I'm going to roll another Truth Will Set You Free question, and then I'm coming back and answer my own questions. All right, Ted Williams, once again, the man with the golden voice, and I'm with the lovely Taylor on this Juneteenth. When you were young, what's the worst butt whipping you got And what was it for?
Oh man. Okay, so this one's funny. I got my vice principal called on me, and my mother came to my school with a shoehorn and pulled me out of class and whooped me in the hallway.
With a shoehorn, she got her
shoehorn.
butt tore up with
Yes.
a shoe. My mother hit me with a ashtray, big old
Oh,
ashtray.
man.
But you know what I did? My mother said something to me, and I was like, shit, like that. My mother said, "What you say? What you say?" And she couldn't chase me, so she
So
picked
she
up
picked it up and threw
and
it.
bust me in my head. To this day, feel the back of my head.
goodness. Oh, my
Feel that
goodness.
flat spot? Yeah.
She got you.
All right.
They don't miss.
Have you ever told your lover he was great, but he wasn't?
Yes.
The first yes we got.
Yes.
Right on. What was the story? Just y'all was doing your
He
thing.
just didn't want to
doing-
hurt his feelings. He,
Right.
trying to help his self-esteem a little bit,
Okay. Taylor, I love you. Happy Juneteenth.
I love you. Happy Juneteenth. Have a wonderful day.
All right, baby. Thank you. And that was Taylor. One of the questions that I've often asked people is, have you ever got caught having sex? And I get a good response from it. Some people, oh no. Because the last thing you want to do is get caught making love or popping that thing. But I did. Here's my truth will set you free. I've never told this story to no one, but I'm telling it to you. My father's Jehovah's Witness, and I didn't go to Kingdom Hall that particular Sunday. And my mother was already at church, and my father was getting ready to go to Kingdom Hall. But every now and then my parents would have not a babysitter, but somebody just, because I have a tendency to let my friends in when my parents weren't around. So you got the girl to watch me. Make sure that I stay in the apartment, and because I didn't go to Kingdom Hall, one of my punishments was when you don't go to school and you don't go to church, you got to stay in. You can't go out and play, no television, no nothing. So they had somebody to monitor that. But they didn't know that the girl was, always they're older than me, but they didn't know that the girl and I were getting ready to, I was embarking upon something new. And she'd already done it. She was older and all this. And well, she laid on the couch and did the nasty. Unbeknownst to neither one of us, he didn't go to church because he didn't go to Kingdom Hall because he forgot his watchtowers and awakes that he was getting ready to place when he comes back. He worked in the field service placing watchtowers and awakes. So he came back, and lo and behold, when he walked in there and saw me on top of her, she pushed me off, grabbed her pants, pulled them up, and bolted out of the house. My father said, "That's what you needed to be doing." I don't think she even heard what he said. She was out that fast. And my father looked at me ashamed, but he had a little smirk on his face. But he asked me, "What were you doing right there? What were you doing?" And I was scared. I didn't know whether I was going to get whipped or what to say. So all I said was, "We was doing pussy." And that's all. See, back then, when you were young, when you were with a girl, well, it was either draws drop, stick it in, or doing. So we were doing pussy, and my father, he didn't whip me. He was like, "I'll be damned. How many times before this did he do this before I busted him?" So that was my last babysitter on a Sunday, anyway. Well, it's time for my guest. That's right. And my guest, I want to tell you, in fact, he means more to me than just a guest, of course, but he's a man who wears many hats around here, and he makes this show, the Golden Voice Show, happen. Some of the hats that he wears is lighting director, music director. He's a producer. He's a editor. He's a set director. He's just everything to me and should be to you as well, because without him, there is no Golden Voice Show. Please welcome my guest, my birthday guest, my manager and publicist, Scott Anthony. Scott, come on out here, man. Well, you finally made it. How you doing, big brother? Okay. I'm glad I got you as my first guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
With you.
He does all of it. Believe it or not, he does it all. And I want to ask you, Scotty, do you think it would be fitting for us to talk about how we first met?
Yes, because a lot of people always ask, how did y'all meet?
Yeah. People ask me the same thing.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you, I met Scotty at his wedding, to his lovely wife, Saniosa. And I want to tell you that it was quite an event.
Yes,
And,
it was.
First of all, I have not ever, in a while, until I met Scotty and went to that wedding, had ever been invited to a wedding. Of course, who's going to invite a crackhead to a wedding, okay? But my spiritual advisor, who happens to be a very dear friend of Scott's mother, who happens to be an evangelist, and she, Reverend Shook, I love you, Pastor Shook, should I say, and she invited me to Scotty's wedding. So I went to the wedding by way of an invite by my spiritual advisor, Kathy Craig. Well, we got to the wedding, and in New York, people give gifts, and they're out in the area where everybody can just drop their gifts off and go have a seat. I went to that wedding, and it was a beautiful wedding. The bridesmaids went down the aisle. Scotty was already positioned by the reverend. And the bridesmaids went down. The beautiful bride came down, and we're waiting for the vows and all of that. But the vows didn't happen immediately, unbeknownst to me. And the bride said no. I heard a word no. And then the bride ran off, went up the thing, and left Scott there. And I could hear the pastor trying to comfort him by saying, just hold on, it's going to be all right. And I was outdone. I'd been to a wedding, but I looked over at my spiritual advisor, and she had the look on her face, Scotty, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, first thing that came to my mind was, wow, the first wedding being invited to, the groom got jilted. So I'm looking over at the gift area, because in New York, if there's no wedding, there's no gift. So I'm trying to look over at the table to see who's coming back to grab the gifts, or whether this thing is actually going to, take place. And lo and behold, I hear, boom, these loud drum beats and all. And I look back, and here come the bridal party. The maids of honor come down, dressing, banging, doing cartwheels. They're barefooted, and they got this beautiful African garb on. I thought I went to Africa or whatever. So the bride comes down equally ravishing with her outfit and all, and they go down to the altar and they get married.
And then?
And
guy stands up and sings.
Oh yeah. As the bride is coming down, there's a gentleman in the middle of the church who goes, she's your queen, or here's your queen. Hit that note for me.
She's your queen.
I mean,
to be.
I couldn't believe he stood straight up and did that.
Coming to America.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of got where I was going with my thought patterns, but it was out of sight. It was what the theme was you guys had planned was.
So it was no one knew what was going to happen. The only people that knew was, I think, our parents.
Nobody knew that Saniosa was going to run away and
no one
leave
knew
you there
that.
looking.
Only our parents.
Wow.
So all those people, including the
So everybody pretty much felt like I did.
Yeah.
Like, holy
my boys
shit.
was pissed. They were mad. They were like, dude, they were like, bro, if she didn't, man, I was like, what the hell, bro, how she just gonna leave you like that?
She had like a trail of enemies at that point.
Real quick, yeah.
Wow, even the kids, did your kids know?
Yeah, they knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna play them like,
Darn.
so all the bridesmaids.
Everybody.
All the bridesmaids, because they had to be in rehearsal.
Well, we didn't know, and I was like, God, and then all of this theatrics come in, and it was just fabulous wedding, man. One that I will take to my grave.
And so then, because again, that was the first time, I didn't know you were there. And so I didn't know anything about your story or anything like that. Right. But then we saw each other
at your reception.
At the reception.
We go to the reception, and I don't have a gift now, mind you. My spiritual advisor had a gift. His mom comes over, and she asks Kathy Craig, who was my spiritual advisor, can he sing a song for a gift and everything? And she goes ahead and she tries to promise. I'm not doing nothing like that because I don't sing, for one thing, and I can't think of anything that would be fitting for this occasion. So your mom goes and clears everybody from making any noise with the spoon on top of the glass and everything. She said, you've got to give my son, the only gift you can is your gift of voice. I want you to sing him a song. I'm like, nervous as hell. And so now I'm thinking I had to do it because she invited me. Yeah. And so I had to do it. So I'm thinking of a song. What can I sing?
And so Ted walks up, because again, I don't know Ted. Right? Yeah. I heard a little bit about his story. So I'm about to put a picture up right here, but you can see my face when he starts to sing and to talk. It was like,
And,
wow.
and the only song that I could come up with was something that I pretty much knew the front and middle parts of, and it was Larry Graham's
Sing it, bro.
"One in a Million You." And so I get the mic and I'm like, I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. Then I found a piece of happiness to call my own.
Yeah.
So I get all the way through the song,
And
halfway
I'm sitting
through
up
it.
like,
Yeah, so, and I don't know, I'm nervous and I'm sweating and I get to the part, for to love you to me is to be a one in a million.
yeah.
Chance
Sing it,
of
Ted.
a lifetime. And then he gets to the last part was, and sent to me a stroke of love called you.
Ooh, that's exactly
And that
what he
was
did.
it, Jack. I got through that. The nerve, I just walked away, and then I congratulated him and his lovely bride, and
And I got a picture,
that
which would
was
be
it.
right here. I got a
Okay.
picture of it. Yeah. And I think you had like a green shirt on and a suit jacket or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I was going through some management issues, but of course, I didn't know he was a manager. Neither did I know that he was a vocalist in a Christian Christian
Rock group, yeah.
rock group.
No, not a rock group.
Yeah, no, Christian gospel group.
Yeah.
And they opened up from many big names, unbeknownst to me, mind you. So me and Kathy, my Kathy at this point, I told her about the wedding and gave her just the story I gave you guys.
And
what
my
do we
mom
do?
called me.
Yeah, you said your mom called.
So my mom called and she said, I think we were about to go on our honeymoon.
Okay.
And my mom said,
Where'd
hey,
you go? I forget.
where did we go? I forgot where we went.
Dubai. No, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, because we did two of them.
Okay.
But my mom was like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Ted is going through some challenges right now with his management, and but I feel like you can really help him out. So I was just like, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and set up a meeting. And then she said, I really prayed about it, and I believe that you are the one that can really help him in the situation.
A godsend.
So my mom doesn't talk like that. That's
Yeah.
the only reason why I really paid attention to it. Because my mom
Thank
never
you, Pastor
tells me
Shook.
like that. Like, hey, this is
Yeah.
this is God sent for you to connect with Ted. Now here's what you didn't know. So it was crazy because about a few months before then, I was actually looking for you.
Okay.
So I have a project called, back then it was called Motivation Universe. And so I was looking for someone because my boy from Atlanta was like, hey man, get with Ted Williams. I'm like, Ted Williams. So he was telling me a little bit about you. So I was actually looking for you.
Okay.
And so now a few months later, we actually connect. So
Okay.
anyway, so my mom was like, hey, talk to him or whatever else. I told her to set up a meeting. And so I come over to your apartment and I hear this
Actually,
story.
to my loft.
Yeah, no. to your
No,
apartment.
that's right. I
Cooper.
was over on Cooper. Yeah.
So I came and sat and talked to you
Westerville.
and Kathy. Yeah. And that was the first time I really heard the story, bro. And I literally was like fighting tears. And I remember recording it and just like, man, I told you, I said, listen, I will make sure that this won't happen to you again. I will surround you with the people that I trust, with everything that I have, and I'll make sure that
From day one, you have done just that. I
Yeah.
have to say, man. Well, I'm in the process of doing this. He wanted me to go somewhere. We were going somewhere together, and the first thing that comes out of the man's mouth is, "Here, I want you to iron your pants."
Oh, yeah.
He's telling me to iron my shirt, and I'm like, "Shit, who is this? Barry Gordy or somebody telling me to iron my pants and my shirt and everything? I want you to look right. Make sure you do your hair and shave, man." Mm-hmm. I mean, you just don't meet people that automatically tell you, "Here, I want you to iron your clothes," and give you an iron.
Yeah, right.
At the time,
I sure did.
Yeah, I didn't have an iron.
Ted was pissed, like, who's this young
I
whippersnapper
was
trying
like,
to tell me what to do?
he became a manager too damn quick, But he moved me. He helped Kathy and I go through a housing transition, so to speak,
Right.
by way of my previous management, who had pissed all over me and just robbed me blind, literally.
Pissed all over me.
Yeah, man named.
Yeah, see, you can make me edit it.
Okay.
I gotta edit that out.
No, you don't. No, you don't. If I see, no, I'm just kidding. This man has truly, since those days when he helped us, Kathy and I, move into a loft.
And we've done a lot of things together.
Oh,
I love
truly,
you.
truly.
Yeah.
And you've taken me to Joel Osteen's church.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've taken me to
went to-
Dr. Oz.
Yep, we went to Steve Harvey's.
Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey,
Dr. Oz twice.
Dr. Oz twice. Yeah. He's taken me on some great occasions.
And the last thing that we did,
Or events.
one of the largest things we did was the Golden Voice show.
Oh yeah, on 1580 WVKO, The Praise,
where we are the voice,
the voice of what?
Yeah.
the voice of the people.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, it's been.
I thought you was gonna remember. I thought you was gonna do it with me,
Oh yeah,
like we used to do it.
okay.
We
are the voice. Wait a minute.
I'll forget it.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, it was a great show. We
yeah.
hung in there. We did the best.
did really well.
And this man happened to transform WVKO from looking like a shabby little radio station, AM station, to, I mean, it looked like it was FM all the way.
That's because Oprah was coming.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oprah Winfrey sent him an email. I'm sending a team to Columbus to film him because it had been 25 years to the day that we started on WVKO, the gospel station, that I had been on WVKO, the urban station.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had a little bit of historic value.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun. I love doing the show. I love being with you, bro.
It was. I didn't know gospel as well as he do. Of course, he is a choir director, or at least a part-time director.
I'm not a choir director.
Okay.
So it's a team of 5 or 6, and I'm a part. People that go to church, they understand it's a worship team.
But I see you like directing the lead singer. I want you to lead sing. I want you to, he reaches up and gets the playlist together and all. But that was exciting for me to, see that.
Yeah, sir, because you went to church.
Yeah, I went to church to see it for the first time. That's when y'all sang pray. I mean, God, our God is an awesome God.
He's an awesome
God. I love that song. And he turned me on to Hezekiah Walker. And these are people that, when you were in your gospel group, you
years ago,
opened up for.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Fred is my guy, man.
Yeah. So you can see God putting us together.
Big neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my guy.
It's great. And Charles Jenkins, your boy, too?
Yes, Charles Jenkins, your song, War.
I love it.
Yeah, I met Charles at in Canada at an award show a couple of years back. My boy was doing an award show out there, and so I got to holler at him for a minute. And I actually told him, I said, "Man, we play your music over." He's a real cool dude. Actually, I got a picture and video of him.
One of the hats I failed to mention that you wear is perfectionist. That's his main hat.
I just try to be the best at what I can do.
If it doesn't coincide with the way he presents it to anybody, he won't let it ride.
I got to make sure that Ted Williams is on point, baby.
I love this man.
Heck
it's your
yeah,
birthday.
man.
Are you going to tell us how old you are?
No.
You look good, whatever age you are. I will say that.
They can guess.
Yeah. Tell you what. Why don't all my followers and my viewers and my fans give me a comment underneath and tell me what you think, how old you think Scotty is? Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I rode with my daughters, and they're like, man, their friends like, who's that? Your brother?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's that? Your brother? I'm like, no. They're like, no, that's my dad. They're like, oh, he look good.
And that's great. And that's great for a father to get those kind of things. Usually, women, you say, is that your sister? No, that's my mom.
Dude, my wife looks like their sister.
Is that right? Yeah, exactly. Yo, Sonny Ocean. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's like a big kid.
Now your kids now are just about adult, all of them, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Kinda.
Great trio of
grown.
girls. They are. Did any of them sing? I always wanted to ask you. Did any of your kids follow in your footsteps?
My middle one, she likes to dab into it a little bit.
Okay.
She doesn't take it serious enough though. But she can sing a little bit.
I was gonna say you got another artist on your roster.
Yeah, that's what she wanted to be. All of them, and then they start to realize that singing takes work, and so they're like, "Man, I ain't trying."
Preparation, work, and a bunch of other things.
Same thing I tell you.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great father, and he's a great husband as well. Sometimes I have to ask his lovely wife, can I share him with her, because we spend so much time together.
Yeah.
And this show happens to be really number one. I want to say my viewers, thanks to you, my viewers, fans, and
followers,
are the best fans, followers, and viewers on the planet.
Yeah, they are.
And even on this network.
Dude, you get shout outs from Argentina.
Oh yeah. Argentina.
Yeah.
And Afghanistan. Africa.
From all parts of Africa.
Puerto Rico, Panama, all my
Germany.
family. Germany, yeah.
Yeah.
Canada. We do got
all the time in Canada.
Yeah. Hey, the Maple Leaf country.
Yeah.
But I do want to say
the last time we were talking about The Truth Will Set You Free, we were downtown and you asked me about
Yeah, I was
The
asking
whoopings.
about. Yeah, you know, from time to time on my show, my game show called "The Truth Will Set You Free," we were talking about what's the worst whipping you've ever gotten, and for what. Well, Scotty, what's the worst whipping you received that you can remember, and for what?
Okay, so here's my truth. So the worst whooping I ran from. Now, is it whipping or is it whipping? But I ran from it. So okay, I just want to tell the story. So so my
that
mom,
I ran from.
So I've never seen a belt. I didn't see a belt until I was about between 10 and 12. Okay.
Okay.
Because I used to get whooped. We used to get
Hide the belt, Scott's
we used to
coming
get
in.
our kicked.
Yeah, they
It was
call it
like-
abuse these days.
Yes, it's straight
Yeah.
up abuse. And my mom was doing what she was doing then. Now she would be up under the jail. So all I saw was when I was a kid. All we saw was extension cords,
Hot wheel tracks.
Hangers and flip flops.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so one day I think it was like in 5th grade. I did something. I stayed home from school.
Ooh.
That's what it was. And I thought my stepdad was leaving. He didn't leave. He walked into the room and I was under the cover.
And you remember them belts.
And so later on, my mom got home and I knew he was going to tell. My mom got home and I walked in the room. She's like, come on in the room. And I saw all these belts just hanging, all these different
A
sizes.
vast array of belts.
And all I said in my mind is, if this is the ultimate, I'm about to die. 'Cause I've never got whooped by a belt ever. So I'm looking at all these belts like, oh my God,
That's
I'm
a
about
hell
to
of
die.
a deterrent.
Right.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, come here. And I'm like running all around the bed. Up and down. She's
Michael
like, come here,
Jackson,
right
like-
now, right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. So my mom walks out because I'm making her tired. She's tired now. So she goes outside and she goes outside the rooms to the front room. My brother and my stepdad is out there. And I hear them say, dang, what'd you do to him? And she was just like, I haven't even touched him yet. So
Wow.
yeah, because she used to kick our tail, bro.
Yeah,
So anyway,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, she was a serious one.
Well, I tell you what, many Christmases have passed where I did not even ask for a Hot Wheels set because of that.
The dual purpose.
Yeah, the dual purpose, yeah. You can race with your friends. You can get your ass whipped with your friends. Yeah, exactly.
It was a neighborhood thing, boy. Everybody got beat.
Yeah,
When we were kids.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, these kids have it made.
Oh, yeah, these kids curse their parents out and everything, and threaten them. I'll call children's services on you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's no secret that I love feet.
You love feet.
What are some of your fetishes, or what are the attributes you look at that you looked at in your wife? I don't want to put you on the spot and say you look at women now.
I don't have a fetish or anything.
I
like that.
think I know what it is.
What?
A bunkie, a butt, an ass.
Oh,
you know, 'cause
yeah?
your wife has a nice little onion.
yeah?
Yeah. And I didn't notice it until we went to church where I got a chance to see you as choir director, and your wife was like, you know, praising the Lord, and that little bunkie got to bouncing around. I said, oh,
was retarded.
if she had not, and I please don't tell your wife, but if she had not turned around, I would have never knew it was her, you know, because I never noticed, you know, your wife having that.
Hey,
But so
long-
I figured you like a nice little rump.
No.
No?
As long as she ain't showing her feet, I'm good. Because Ted likes some feet.
Yes, I do. I had a lot of friends, and you are one of my friends that don't do that, but I had a lot of friends, when I would come around their house, they'd tell their woman, you know, put your sneakers on.
I want y'all to send Ted your feet. Send Ted pictures of your feet. He would love you for it. Because if you ain't got no good looking feet, he gonna kick you out.
It's a long-rooted problem, and you know, it probably is a problem.
It's not a problem.
Because
That's what you like.
well, I had a person tell me, you know, damn, you can't think of nothing else you like. And then I used to get those toe jam jokes. My boys would be like, Ted like toe jam, you know, things like that. They're crusty feet. Some people think I just like any foot, but that's not the case.
The truth will set you free.
The truth.
Hey, this is real talk right now.
Yeah, but it's your interview and it's your birthday. Now, you're not going to tell us your age, but I want to do something where your mother wanted me to do at your wedding. I'm going to do it now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Scott Anthony. Happy birthday to you.
Fireworks.
I love you,
so
man.
what is yours? Because, you know, because we like to have fun.
Yeah.
So what is one of your favorite songs?
Well, I tell you what, I wish I had a voice like you, that high pitched voice.
When I'm playing around.
Oh man, the man can sing without a doubt, and hopefully soon we'll get him give him a chance to sing.
What's one of your favorite songs?
But one of my favorite songs is Babyface. I love Whip Appeal.
Really?
You've got that whip appeal, so come and whip it on me.
Sing it then.
It's better than love. No, I don't know how to sing. Sweet.
I was going, yeah.
Oh, you got it.
You got it.
You got it.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
You hear me?
It's
me. That's it. Yeah, I love that. Babyface.
Whip it on me.
That's it. That's it, man. And then of course,
That's my hit though, for real.
yeah, I like Tevin Campbell, and that's
Really?
so what's ironic. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Can we talk
For a minute,
girl?
I want to know your name. Can we talk?
I love that song. I wish I could sing it like him. Shit. That's that's one of them songs when you have your one too many or a couple drinks and shit. You be like, hi.
Yeah.
I know, you know. I like Al Green.
Yeah.
For the good times.
What?
Lay your head on my pillow.
Wow, I never heard that.
Hold your warm and tender body. And I love me some Temptations.
All right, yeah, I know some Temptations.
Yeah,
Give me some.
yeah.
Give me some.
I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I had to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, you know. Please don't leave me, girl.
Don't sleep on Ted. Don't sleep on Ted.
I love y'all, but that's some of my favorites. You know,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I love Prince and Michael and all that.
Oh, they love that Prince story.
Is that right?
Yes. That was
My favorite Prince song is Soft and Wet. Now, I know you don't. Soft and Wet.
Oh, yeah?
That was his first song ever released.
Soft and Wet.
1977.
Sounds so good.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment. Yeah. Soft and Wet.
That
I love
sounds
that.
lovely.
Now you probably you like Adore. I truly adore you. Went from the first time I saw you.
Who's that? That's Prince?
That's Prince. Yeah, it's called
I like
Adore.
Diamonds and Pearls.
Diamonds and Pearls. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good song. Now that. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prince was erotic.
Yeah,
He was very erotic.
everybody loves that story.
Yeah.
You have some amazing stories.
Yes. Well, that's for the rest of the shows and all. But I got a couple stories.
Yeah.
But I am so pleased to have you here. Let me ask you a question. Now, this man not only is a perfectionist with outside things, he's a perfectionist with his body. This man, I don't know. Well, do you consider yourself a vegan?
No, actually, I just
eat health.
I just want to live. America trying to kill us all.
Oh man, he sees me eating a hot dog. It's like, Ted, do you know what hot dog? Or he sees me eating beef, or he sees me eating anything. Yeah. Even the damn dog is on a vegan meal.
Yeah.
You know.
Kofi.
Speaking of dogs, what kind of dog is that?
So Kofi is a mini golden doodle. I mean, they call him a toy.
Mini golden doodle.
Yeah. See, so I think toys are like this, but Kofi's more like this. He's about 15 pounds.
That almost sounds like something you'd eat.
Kofi.
Mini golden doodle.
So actually, so Kofi means born on a Friday in Ghanaian or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
From
So
Ghana?
it means, yeah. So it means born on a Friday. But yeah, Kofi, cute dog, right? So we literally, what's funny? I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So what's funny is that we'll carry him around. My wife carries him around everywhere when we go to the store.
Yeah.
But when he's in your arms, he does not move at all. He won't move.
Very stoic.
Yeah. And so when he finally moves, you know, the guys be losing their mind like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I thought that was a stuffed animal. Oh my God, I don't even like dogs. Everybody that say they don't like a dog loves Kofi. Yeah, he's a cute dog.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's
and
very
my wife
well
tried to have a
behaved.
birthday party for him.
And a birthday party.
Not here.
Lassie is invited. You're invited. Rin Tin Tin, you're invited.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We got a lot of things coming up for us.
Yeah,
A lot of travel.
So, and Ted has a book coming out.
Oh, yeah, the book, man.
Ted has a book coming out. It's called
The Power of Believing, and Something is the Key. Or
Believing is the Key.
Believing.
Yeah.
The Power of Believing is the key.
Yeah, believing
Now,
is the
when
key.
will this book, you got a target date? Or?
Yeah, so hopefully this book will be out now.
Yeah. So go to Amazon.com.
Yeah,
right
hopefully, yeah, and it's gonna be released on Amazon. Then we're gonna do an audio version. Have him record the audio version. It will be a download.
This is
and
Ted
also, yeah, it will be a download and also probably a soft cover.
Yeah.
All through Amazon. Yeah, you're gonna love.
You know
the
what
book.
happened? I got to tell you this quick story. And Scott, I always run things by Scott, for business purposes.
Which you're supposed
this
to.
this lady wanted me on her voicemail. I mean, not voicemail, but on her voice recorder, wanted me to like lullaby her to sleep at night. She wanted me just to say, "Hey, baby, I love you." Things like that.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
I got to run that by my manager. So you ain't going to take that out and pimp me. You know?
Yeah. So if
Guess
you want that,
yeah. Baby, I love you. Move over. Move your feet.
move them ugly feet. I'm gonna kick you
Yeah,
out the bed.
yeah. Be like Boomerang.
Yeah,
You was
just like
telling me
Boomerang.
about.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do
Her
you-
feet
do you
was
have
horrible
any-
in Boomerang. When's the last time you watched Boomerang? Did you?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I always thought Robin Givens had the ugly feet. That
It was the
showed.
other chick. She had all them knots. It was all knotted up on her feet.
Hey, I like.
And Boomerang and Eddie Murphy.
There's nothing worse. Listen, the movie Mr. Deeds, Adam Sandler had a burnt foot. It was black and everything, but his butler had a foot fetish.
Yeah.
And so one day he said, Adam Sandler said, "You want to see my feet?" And when he saw that burnt foot, he looked at it and said, "The hideousness of your feet will haunt my dreams forever." And I have to say, honestly, I've said that in my mind. I wouldn't say that to nobody personally, but in my mind, I've said that about a many foot that I've seen out there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Again, send Ted
Ew.
pictures of your feet.
And send Scott
This-
pictures of your ass.
This will qualify you. Trust me, it will.
We'll have a contest.
Yeah. I'm serious.
I love you, man. What do you plan to do for your birthday?
Well, we did.
Because you guys went to Zumbizi Bay.
Zumbizi Bay.
Oh, yeah, I pronounced it.
Yeah, which
I'm
is the
happy.
old Wyandotte Lake when you were younger.
No,
well,
wait,
actually,
yeah.
when we were younger.
Yeah,
It was
Wyandotte.
Wyandotte Lake. Yeah. My
How
wife's
is
a big
it now?
kid.
I mean,
It's
anything,
beautiful.
okay.
Yeah.
Zumbizi Bay.
It's fun.
And then you guys went out to the Ocean Club. And
Right.
And had a great time.
Yeah, because her birthday is everything is in July.
And
Everything
went to a
falls.
hotel and did the nasty.
Yes, we did.
And you sang to her.
Yeah,
you
I sang to her.
serenaded
Yeah. You are
Let me
stupid.
see. Another one bites the dust. No.
Did.
But what I was going to say is, I want to do something nice for you. I'm going to get you a present.
No, just keep
But you're
doing the show.
very hard to buy for. The man is so particular on clothing. He's my wardrobe director. So if you like the way I dress on set,
Thank you.
please
You look good, man.
comment. Oh, I feel great.
A lot of people are literally responding like crazy, and thank you so much for commenting. Make sure you always comment. But they are like loving the way you're looking, you're feeling.
It's
like,
the
man,
Golden Voice Show.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. You're so
yeah.
calm. You're so relaxed.
Oh,
And
this is my
your
element.
Yeah,
This is my
yeah.
element. And it was that way when we were on WVKO.
Yeah.
We had the morning show.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And I think it's amazing, man. Ted is the way you see Ted right now is the way he is, unless you catch him on a bad day. You
Yeah.
cussed out. But other than that, Ted is like this, man. Very loving. Ted kisses everyone, hugs everyone. I'm gonna show a couple pictures right now of some people that you would normally walk by, like literally. And Ted does not. Homeless people, that's Ted's heart. And so he has a big heart. He's very giving, very loving. And this is him. And so we're doing this because, we want you guys. I want you guys to get to know him before we really start bringing on a bunch of guests and stuff like that.
I'm glad you're my first, man. Happy birthday and all.
Yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it more and more. I'm gonna come back because this is fun. Ted, you're doing well, man.
The power of believing. The key is believing.
Yeah. And here's what I want to say to everybody. Before we leave, his book about the power of believing is really just that. We all have the power inside of us, and we did this show. So I want to say to people right now: people are not believing in you. People are not investing in you. Invest in yourself. Literally
right.
invest in
That's right.
yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself because that's what's really going to launch it. And because this is what we're doing. We did this. I mean, this is the age of technology. You can do whatever you want to do. And so there's no excuse. The library is literally at our fingertips. All this technology. So just do it yourself.
Friday, it's an all-new Scott Anthony only on the RadioFreeNetwork.com.
On the Golden Voice
Yeah,
Show.
the Golden Voice Show.
Yeah. Hey, your grandbaby did really well. He did
Oh,
good.
yeah, we're going to keep that as it's a little teaser. My grandson and I
What's
did
going
a
to be
show
at the
together.
beginning of the show?
Oh, okay. Yeah, my grandson did an outstanding job. I want to thank him dearly. That's my grandbaby. I have as Scott always says, I have a rainbow of colors in my family. I have 16 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren, and they are all awesome. They are all colored, multi-colored. They're like, oh, shit, he went back to the 50s with that one. But they are multicolored. That's what you call now a biracial person, multicolored. You know, you got a colored bathroom, you got a white bathroom, and a multicolored bathroom. No, I'm just teasing. But I love you, Scotty. Thank you. I want y'all to thank my man, Scotty. I want you to go ahead and give them comments, as you always do. I want to thank all of my social media friends for putting me on their social media pages. And that's going to do it for this edition of my service mission until the next time on the Golden Voice Show. In the meantime, in between time, if you're driving on the highways and the byways, or if you're in the street on your feet, do remember to take it with care to get there. Brother man, sister too if you can, be nice to someone short, because you never know when someone short has to be nice to you. In the meantime, take care of yourself. May your God be with you. I'm gone, baby. It's the Golden Voice Show with Ted Williams and my manager, Scott Anthony. Adios.
Golden Voice Show. Your voice is golden.
That's right. Well, I hope this doesn't look too gay, but if it does,
Don't kiss me.
I'm gonna kiss that big
Yeah, you ain't gonna kiss me. Ted kisses everybody. Yes, you do.
And I'm COVID-free. There's my boy, Ted Williams. Come here, boy.
That's exactly.
I get it all the time. I get it from even the Al-Qaeda people. And
How do you know they're Al Qaeda?
I don't know. Shit. They're over in Beirut. I mean, not Beirut, but what's that? Afghanistan. Didn't I get a couple comments?
Yes, from Afghanistan. You
Yeah.
sure did. Ted and I were together. We were at a library a couple years ago, and I remember some Muslim girls, African girls, running up to you like, "Oh my God, oh my God!"
Yeah.
And their mom removed her. What do you call those?
Burqa.
They removed it just to get a picture with Ted. Dude, that's like unheard of.
Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, I speaking of which, there was one similar. I don't know whether I know she was Islamic. That's all I can think of. I don't know what country she was from. She actually wore the veil and all of that stuff. And when she and they're not supposed to touch men.
Wow.
They don't even have male doctors even work on them. They're supposed to have, and this woman actually took her shit off and got all close to me. I got kind of horny. But
You ain't see her feet.
No, I didn't see it. Now, I ain't gonna go there. Them old mud kickers. Now I gotta say, I love my African brothers and sisters, but something about the way their toes are formed.
Their toes are different. Everybody, you can look at people. You can tell a person by their toes.
German people got long.
They're one of their toes are longer than I think it's their second toe.
Second toe.
That's longer than the other. Yeah, you can see everybody's toes.
One of my remarks comes from the movie Mr. Deeds. It says, "The hideousness of your feet will haunt my dreams forever."
or the Boomerang movie. The Boomerang movie.
yeah.
Have you seen Boomerang? You don't remember, do you?
No, I don't. Well, I tell you what, I do remember one thing from, and Eddie Eddie Murphy does have a foot fetish. I did read,
and so they put it in the movie.
Yeah.
And so at the end, after he had sex with her and all the other stuff,
Robin Gibbons.
he pulled. He loved Robin's feet. It was the chick before that, and I met her actually, but the chick before that, he pulled the cover of the sheet back.
I remember that scene. Yeah.
And he seen her toes, and they was all jacked up. And he rolled out of bed. That's Ted.
Yeah.
You got jacked up feet. He won't even look at you. He won't even talk to you.
Yeah, Kathy used to say when very
Send Ted your feet. Send him.
No, hey, listen.
Send him snapshots
Kathy
of your
would always
feet.
tell her girlfriends, keep your shoes on, you know. And I had friends of mine that wouldn't let their wives walk around with me barefoot or whatever. And then my first wife, we went to...
The truth will set you free.
Yeah, this is the truth will set you free with my first wife. And if she sees this, she's going to kill. We went to Wyandotte Lake, and I was sitting on a thing, and all the feet I could drink. She put a big-ass towel across me. So much for that. But, yeah. You got your likes, too.
No, I don't know.
You don't have a fetish over your likes, you know. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I think, now this is just me talking to
That's
you.
That's right.
I think you might have a bunkie fetish. 'Cause in church last week, was the first time I discovered that your wife has an onion like a And I know it's a terrible thing for one man to say.
That's all good because we all got eyes.
Because, like I said, that has to be your fetish.
Bro, I'm not offended because I know around my wife, as long as her feet are covered up, I'm good. Her ass can be out. You ain't gonna pay no attention.
Right, exactly. But it was the first time she was like dancing in the church, and Lord, I had to look. If she would have never turned my way, I would have never known it was her. No, not that I thought your wife had a flat butt.
Never.
No.
I wouldn't do it.
Lord have mercy. All my children and my ex-wife, they got big asses, big boobs, and everything.
And all of them look like you. A picture will show up with,
Yeah,
with a
show the
woman
family.
with all this ass and butt and Ted's face right now. Oh, that's
This
gonna be funny.
hilarious
Yes.
Oh, you're going to have fun editing this one, something tells me.
Heck yeah, I am.
I'm going to come out with a laugh. See, you just had to take me there, right, Scotty? I want to wish you the biggest happy birthday, and I do plan to get you a gift. I do plan to get you a gift.
It's your gift. Just keep doing your show. Just keep working.
Okay.
It's my gift.
I love it. I made a statement when Scott was with me over at Patty, who happens to be the mother of 4 of my daughters. I said collectively in the bowling alley, I said, me and her are responsible for all y'all's asses.
Man,
No.
picture, boom, right here.
You got that picture?
I do.
Wow.
And video.
Told you, he's a remarkable man.
Video, boom, right there.
He's remarkable. He's remarkable. He's the first one that's captured the entire family. Oh, real quick little story. I had a sister-in-law came up to me, and she had her mask on, and this is when the pandemic was running rampant, and she had her mask on, and she didn't see me with a mask on, and I'm going to give the camera this look. She said, Teddy, well, they call me Teddy in my family. Teddy, where's your mask? Teddy, this is serious. Why don't you wear your mask, Teddy? So she was so, strong about this mask thing. You know what I told her? I don't live in fear.
That's right.
You know what she told me? Get in the back seat. I'll give you a ride home. I was like, oh, bullshit. I'll walk. Because I ain't got a mask on. Yeah. So Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates and all you people in the medical profession, it's been what? Almost a year and a half, almost close to 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak about some things, but I will say this. I don't live in fear. I have a God of my understanding that if it was meant for me to be COVID, I'd be COVID. If it was meant for me to be COVID-free, I'd be COVID-free.
That's right. Yeah, my wife she was floating on that ass. It was just floating.
Hey, thanks so much. That's going to do it for this edition of our service mission. Till I return to burn at another episode of the Golden Voice Show. Brother man, sister too, if you can, be nice to someone short because you never know when someone short has to be nice to you. In the meantime, in between time, if you're driving on the highways and the byways, or if you're in the street on your feet, do remember to take it with care to get there. Until next time, family, I love you. May your God be with you. We're gone. Happy birthday to you.
It's the Golden Voice.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God, it's the golden voice. Oh my God.
Don't nobody like a stingy person, so don't be stingy, okay?